My people, listen carefully because what I'm about to tell you is one of the most serious security updates coming out of Nigeria right now. And as you are listening, please like this video and subscribe because this gist is deep, it is important, and it affects every single one of us. So the report coming from the security sources is that a man identified as part of a militant group was arrested by the Nigerian Army. And during questioning, he made a confession that has shocked many people following the situation. According to what was gathered, he explained how he was brought into the group, how they operated, and how they moved around different communities to carry out harmful acts that have created fear in many parts of this country. And please, as you are watching, remember to like this video and subscribe, because this matter is something every Nigerian needs to hear. Now, let me take my time to break it down for you clearly in simple English so everyone can follow. The man said that there are individuals, not just in the bushes, but moving around quietly, pretending to be ordinary people while working with certain extremist networks. He explained that sometimes they disguise themselves to enter locations where they normally should not be able to go. And if this information is true, it shows that the security issue in this country has many sides that the public may not even know yet. Please, like this video and subscribe so more people can be informed. From the details he shared, he mentioned that some of these groups have been moving between states, especially places where communities are far from security presence. Many of these areas have experienced attacks in recent years, and people living there always complain that they feel abandoned. He said their activities usually increase at night when visibility is low and communities are quiet. He also explained that they normally use small groups, not large numbers, so that they can move quickly before security forces respond. As you are watching, please like this video and subscribe. This update is very important and you need to stick with us. Another major part of his confession was about how these groups communicate. He said that most of their communication is done through local contacts on ground. These are people living inside the community who pass information about movements, gatherings, security patterns, and even the mood of the people. If that information is accurate, it means the biggest threat is not always the people carrying weapons. Sometimes it is the people passing the information to them. And my people, this is why I always say, security is everybody's business. If you are watching, please like this video and subscribe so you can always get updates like this. He also talked about how some of the members are convinced to join. He said some are recruited with promises of money, some with promises of protection, and some are misled through ideology, believing they are fighting for a cause. But when they are arrested, many of them confess that they were deceived, that the reality is not what they were told. They end up living in fear, moving from place to place, hiding in terrible conditions and constantly running from the military. This is why it is important for young people to be careful of people who come with sweet words, promising quick success. As you are listening, do not forget to like this video and subscribe. Now, according to his statement, he said the army has been putting pressure on their camps and many of their leaders no longer feel safe. That is why some of them are trying to move into new areas to escape military operations. And you see, this is one thing that many Nigerians need to understand. The military is working, but these groups adapt, they shift ground, they change direction, they relocate. That is why the situation takes time. But with every arrest and every confession, more information comes out, and that helps security agencies plan better. Please like this video and subscribe. This gist is only getting deeper. He further explained that some of the violent attacks you hear about in rural areas are carried out by groups that are smaller than people think. He said that most times they do not have large numbers, maybe 5 or 10 people. But because communities are unprotected, even small groups can cause big damage. And this is the painful truth. Our rural areas need stronger protection. People need to feel safe to farm, safe to travel, safe to sleep at night? My people, like this video and subscribe. This issue concerns all of us. He also shared that the internal structure of the group is not as strong as it appears from outside. He said there are disagreements inside, there is lack of food, there is lack of trust, and some members are tired and want to surrender, but fear what will happen to them if they leave. So after the man finished talking about the informants, he went further to explain how some of their movements are planned in advance. He said they do not just wake up one morning and decide to move. No. They study the environment, they watch the communities for days, sometimes weeks, before acting. According to him, they look at the roads, the number of people outside, the distance to the nearest police post, and even the direction of escape if something goes wrong. This kind of planning shows that many of these incidents are not random. They are calculated. And this is why it is so important for communities to stay alert, because one small detail can alert security agencies early. My people, please like this video and subscribe. This information is for your safety. He also talked about the emotional side of the whole thing, something people do not hear often. He said many members of the group live in fear every day. They do not sleep well, they do not eat well, and they know that at any moment, the military can catch them. Some of them have not seen their families in years. Many feel trapped because there is no clear way to live without facing consequences. This is why when one of them is arrested and brought into a safe and controlled environment, they sometimes break down and talk. They finally see an opportunity to escape that life. And as you are watching, please remember to like this video and subscribe, because we must continue to spread awareness on how to stop these groups. He added something very important. He said some of their leaders are no longer strong or united. There are disagreements over money, disagreements over leadership, and even mistrust among members. When hunger starts, when pressure from the military increases, and when hiding becomes more difficult, people start pointing fingers at each other. That alone weakens the group from the inside. The man said that if the government continues with strong pressure and more intelligence gathering, many of the camps will collapse on their own. And that is why the Nigerian Army has been doing more operations recently to squeeze these groups until they no longer have space to operate. As you listen, please like this video and subscribe, because Nigeria's safety concerns every single one of us. He also made it clear that many people are dragged into that life due to manipulation. He said some young boys are told lies, they are promised things, and they are made to believe they have no future unless they join the group. But the moment they enter, they realize the promises were empty. The lifestyle is full of fear. The environment is harsh, and survival is not guaranteed. This is why leaders in communities must speak to young people, guide them, and teach them to avoid people who promise quick success or easy money. And as you are listening, do not forget to like this video and subscribe, because these lessons can save lives. Another thing he talked about was how the group survives in the bush. He said they depend on stolen food, small supplies from sympathizers, and sometimes they simply go hungry. He said the bush life is very hard, especially during rainy season, mosquitoes, cold nights, lack of clean water. All these things break the spirit of some members. And that is another reason why people start surrendering or running away. My people, like this video and subscribe, because this gist is helping many Nigerians understand the real situation. He also mentioned that they are losing contact with some of their leaders. He said in the past, communication was easier. But because of frequent military operations, many communication lines have been blocked. Some of their leaders are on the run. Some are hiding in far places. Some cannot even reach their followers. This kind of confusion weakens the structure of the group. And this is why you have seen more arrests and more surrenders recently. As you are listening, please like this video and subscribe. This gist is for your understanding and safety. One part that really touched many people was when he talked about innocent villagers. He said sometimes they pass through villages quietly and see people who are not even aware of what is happening around them. He said many villagers live their daily lives without knowing danger is close, and that is why it is important for communities to improve communication with security agencies. Even a small report from a villager can prevent a major incident. My people, as you watch, please like this video and subscribe, because awareness is key. He continued by explaining how the group sometimes receives instructions. He said the instructions often come from people they have never met face to face. Voices on the phone, messages passed around. Many members do not even know who their real commanders are. This makes it difficult for them to trust each other. And lack of trust is one of the biggest problems in these groups.